Alright, before we do this video, let's go ahead and see how much I weigh. Hop on a scale. 162.1. Let's go hit the weights. 162.1. Every weight that I hit, remember this weight. This is how much I weigh lifting this weight. Shred it. Alright, y'all. I want to show y'all my deadlift before I show y'all my squat. I'm trying to at least get 5 plates on each side. I'm starting off with 1 plate on each side. But I'm gonna listen to my music instead of showing y'all every set. So I'm gonna cut to the chase. And I think I showed y'all my first set with the 135. And today, like I said, I weigh 162 pounds. This is easy, lightweight, warming up. I already squatted. I'm gonna show y'all my squat after my deadlift. So this is squat every day, day 19th, I think. I know it ain't the 20th. I think I did 18 yesterday, so I gotta look at that video and see what it is. All right, so I'm just warming up, feeling my body, making sure I feel good. I know I already feel good because I just squatted. And my squat actually sucks compared to my deadlift. Anybody that knows lifting knows that most people who deadlift for X amount of weight can also squat, right? They can also squat somewhere near that. Some people can squat rarely. Some people can squat more than they deadlift. Most people can deadlift more than they squat. Most people and this is 405 pounds. Most people who squat more than they deadlift are people who usually squat more often than they deadlift, right? Or they just can't find deadlift form, right? And nobody's form is perfect. You can look at anybody's form and break down something they might be doing right or wrong. Even world-class lifters, and nobody that lifts very heavy lifts a perfectly textbook deadlift or any of that, all right? Especially on the deadlift. Out of the 3 lifts, the 3 main lifts, the powerlifting lifts, the deadlift, the bench, and the squat, yeah, the deadlift is never textbook form, all right? So you just want to have safe form for yourself. You want to learn form before you start going heavier. So this is 455. My max was like almost 100 pounds heavier than this. But I'm bringing my deadlift, not bringing it back, it's there, but I'm just trying to make sure it stays there as I'm focusing on bringing my squat and bench press to where it needs to be. All right, so if I got all 3 where they need to be, then I can compete. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to compete until then. I'm not ready. You know what I'm saying? So today I want to get like 495 or 500 pounds. I haven't touched that weight in probably almost a half a year. So I'm going to go ahead and put another 45-pound plate on there. Let me show you what that looks like. So you see 4 plates on each side. I took the 25 off of that side. I got to do the other side. But I'm going to go ahead and put this 45 on right here. You feel me? Throw that 45 on there. Bam. That's 5 plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates, right? 5 plates on each side. That's 495 pounds because you got to count the bar. My goal is to go ahead and put those 45s on there with that and make it 545 pounds, which is like a new PR. But I'm not ready for it. So I'm going to go ahead and take some time, listen to some music, drink some of my drink, and then I'm going to go back and lift. Use my drink as my tripod. You feel me? I'm going to go ahead and lift this 500 pounds, 495. Well, I was going to attempt it. This is actually the end of my workout. Not really, because I bench pressed too, but I didn't film it. All right. So my bench press yesterday was 275. Felt like I could have got another 30 pounds. So if I could do 305 pounds on bench press at 162, all I got to do is up my calories a little bit, and I'd be back well over 315. So I decided not to do it, got scared. Like I said, I haven't touched this weight in a minute. You got to have a healthy fear. A lot of people, oh, you weak, you can't do it. I didn't even try, bro. I chickened out. That wasn't a fail. That was a decision, all right? It's a big difference. So I went and did it again. It was a little distractions in the gym, da-da-da-da. So I'm not used to lifting in the daytime like this when there's people around. And, people catch eye contact with you. I don't like it. So that's not exactly what was wrong, but I just was like, nah, man, live to live another day. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all my squat for the day, all right? And my squat is like night and day difference from my deadlift, right? Probably half. So I started off with 135, and I'm warming up, and I'm making sure I squat all the way down. I'm not doing any cheat squats. A lot of people, I could squat twice that much, and I could squat 500 and they don't even be going all the way down. So they miss me with that. And then people be like, you picking on people, they might not be able to do it, they ain't got the mobility. Yeah, they do. They be warming up and they be going all the way down. It's just when they get to a certain weight, they don't, because they're ego lifting. They need to lighten the weight, swallow their pride, and stop lifting weights that they're not ready to lift. I don't do that. So go ahead and go all the way down. One. I'm not going to count it. This is a warm-up. This is squat every day, I think, 19, 20, 18, whatever. 2018. But yeah, man, so, yeah. What I'm doing now, I'm working on my form, I'm working on my technique, I'm working on my breathing, I'm working on the way I walk out of the bar, the way everything. Before you start going heavy, you need to work on everything. And by the way, why am I rebuilding my squat? Because I had a long layoff from squats. All right, you don't just jump back into where you was at. The best squat I ever had was years ago, and I did like 4 something, and it was all the way down, all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So my potential for building my squat back, I wouldn't say I can squat. I'm not going to be able to squat as much as I can deadlift. I don't know. You know, it's going to take time. I don't just jump straight in. That's how you get injured. People don't listen, man. They learn the hard way. You get one body. You work your way up. You build your form, your technique. I wasn't going low. I was going low enough, but I like to go a little lower. So I'm going to go ahead and knock these rackets down, another peg, you feel me? So yeah, man. And like I said, I don't squat like this with 1,000,000 pounds on my back. I go down. That don't sound right. 225 on the squat. And this is actually lightweight, but it's challenging to me right now because, like I said, I'm working my way back up. And I'm cool. I film it and I post it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm looking at it. This is me watching myself, learning from my own mistakes. I don't need tips though. I'm watching, I'm making mistakes, and I'm looking and I'm paying attention to them for the next time. So I'm doing singles. Anytime you do 1 rep, people, oh, that's your max, that's all you can do. No, that's not my max. That's not all I can do. I did 1 rep so I won't burn myself out because I'm going up. So I added another 20 pounds on there. That's 245. Still doing singles. I think I ended up doing 265 today, which is better than I've done in this whole season of squat every days. So I'm working my way back to my 3s, and I'm going to take the training wheels off around probably day 50. And I got 50 more days to go squat every day. I'm trying to do 100 days. You know what I'm saying? 100 days should get me right back on track. And then I'm not going to squat every day no more, and I'm going to just squat like a regular person once or twice a week, maybe 3 times a week if I put it on the front burner. You know what I'm saying? The bench is going to be on the front burner for a while. Then I'm going to put my deadlift on the front burner once my bench and squat is. So I'll put another 10 pounds on each side, right? So that's 265, and I think this is the heaviest I've done today. And it was very challenging because there was a lot of people in between my set, and I was staring at this dude in his eyes. Well, he was staring at me in my eyes, and I'm like, man, come on, man. Why you looking in my eyes, bro? From across the room, lift, man. Why you in the gym if you ain't gonna lift? I'm focusing on me, which is the thing hey, but we got something in common though. I'm focused on me and you focused on me. It ain't gonna get you no better to be focusing on me. A lot of people, they just trying to learn from you. No, they don't. No, they ain't. They ain't in there trying to lift. They trying to socialize. And I don't wanna. And they always try to socialize with the person who lifted. And this ain't even no impressive weight. You ain't even lifting that heavy. That was a struggle. Why was it so hard? I don't know. But yeah, man, so I benched after this, but I did not film it. Watch these other 2 videos popping up at the scene. Yeah, like I say, the focus, man.